Ukraine has been firing domestically manufactured Flamingo cruise missiles on strategic Russian targets, but now Russia, in a targeted strike, has destroyed a missile hub inside Ukraine.
The night sky over central Ukraine torn apart by a series of high-precision Russian missile strikes aimed at the heart of Kyiv's long-range ambitions. While President Zelensky has stated that some equipment was successfully relocated, the immediate loss of such a sophisticated manufacturing site cripples Kyiv's ability to mass-produce the missile.
What if modern cities don't collapse under bombs, but under the systems designed to keep them alive? In today's warfare, victory is no longer measured in destroyed buildings. It's measured in disrupted systems. And what happened beneath Moscow reveals something far more dangerous than a missile strike. It reveals a new battlefield, one that lives underground. From above, Moscow appears fortified. Layered air defenses, radar coverage, missile shields designed to stop threats in the sky. But modern megacities are not just skyscrapers and highways. Beneath them exists another world. Power corridors, metro tunnels, data conduits, ventilation shafts, backup energy systems. These underground networks move millions of people daily. They distribute electricity comparable to an industrial region. They operate 24/7, and most citizens never see them. And here's the critical imbalance. Most urban defense spending protects what flies above. Very little protects what runs below. Modern infrastructure relies on automation. Backup power activates automatically. Voltage relays synchronize automatically. Emergency systems isolate damage automatically. This is called redundancy. But redundancy only works if the logic holding it together remains stable. If a single synchronization point fails at the wrong moment, the system doesn't just shut down. It destabilizes. Voltage surges. Protective breakers trip. Substations disconnect themselves to survive, and what begins as a localized disruption becomes something else entirely. A cascade. Cascade failure doesn't look dramatic. There is no massive explosion. Instead, trains slow between stations, ventilation systems power down, traffic signals freeze, control rooms flood with warning alerts. Within seconds, automated systems attempt self-correction. But each reconnection attempt pushes fresh strain into already damaged circuits. When transformers exceed safe tolerance levels, they shut off. When too many shut off, entire districts go dark. And once the cascade spreads across interconnected grids, the problem is no longer mechanical. It becomes systemic. For decades, urban warfare focused on air superiority, missile strikes, physical infrastructure destruction. But this incident highlights something different. You don't need to flatten buildings to paralyze a city. You only need to disrupt the logic connecting its systems. Air defenses can intercept aircraft. They cannot intercept internal failure. And when a city's own automation begins amplifying damage instead of containing it, the defensive perimeter becomes irrelevant. The real cost of system collapse isn't just electricity loss, it's confidence loss. Metro networks halt. Commuters hesitate, businesses shut down, insurance rates spike, financial losses compound hourly. Even after power returns, trust doesn't. Modern states depend on predictability. When infrastructure proves vulnerable from within, that predictability fractures. Part 6. The Strategic Shift. What this event reveals is not just a tactical moment. It signals a doctrinal shift. Future conflict may focus less on bombardment and more on precision disruption, understanding a system deeply enough to turn its own safeguards into liabilities. Because once automation becomes the primary decision maker, speed favors whoever manipulates the logic first. This is the uncomfortable truth of modern war. Cities no longer fall when walls are breached. They falter when internal systems begin fighting themselves. The battlefield has moved underground, inside networks, inside infrastructure, inside the quiet logic modern states depend on. And once that logic is destabilized, air defenses cannot fix it. The question is no longer who controls the sky. It is, who understands the system better? Because in the wars of the future, understanding may be more powerful than firepower. If you found this analysis valuable, like the video, subscribe and share your thoughts below. Which modern system do you think is most vulnerable in a future conflict? And are cities truly prepared for this new kind of warfare?